And hello again, everybody, to Let's Play Towns. I'm number 12, and when we last left off, I completely forgot what we had achieved. Alright, we are still preparing for the invasion of the next level of the dungeon. It is also the 1st of December, so if advent calendars are a thing in your town, now might be a good time to open one door. I actually have to do it. I completely forgot it today. I had a kind of stressful day because I'm going to have my first center job of this year tomorrow, and there was a lot to prepare. So, yeah, stressful day, and it's gonna be fun tomorrow. I hope so. Yeah, and I still have to open that calendar thing. Um, yeah, I'm not sure if you actually have one. If you ever had one, if those are a thing in your town, in your place. So yeah, leave a comment if they are, if they're not. Who knows? Over here we have those simple ones where you have like a small piece of chocolate every day until 24th, which is the holy night here, and it's kind of nice. Even though I'm technically too old for that, I still try to buy one every year. Didn't get one last year because I decided to wait until December actually happened, and apparently they were out by then. I should have bought one in October or something. And we just got a food merchant. I suppose we'll buy something from him. So yeah, this time I bought one in, I think in the middle of November, so I have it ready, and I should put it to use right after recording this. By the way, how long am I recording? 2 minutes, okay. Yeah. One of the most time-consuming parts of preparing this job as a Santa Claus is actually finding a good story to read to the children. We'll just deal with that merchant quickly. Okay, we don't need any of that. Does this guy have anything I want? Not really. I'm gonna buy that, just for the sake of having it. I mean, we have all that. Yeah, that's fine. And I'm probably going to sell some fish. Maybe not all of it. 5 should do. Not going to sell any grain or grain-derived products. I suppose I could sell some of that. This and maybe some of that. No, not that. I think there was a button to sell 5 of a certain item. I just completely forgot where it was. It was not shift and it was not control. I'm not going to try anything else. I'm lazy like that. Quite sure it is somewhere in that general area of the keyboard, so actually I don't care. Okay, that was too much. So I guess I can keep this and that and all of those. Perfect. You have yourself a deal, good man. Okay, yeah. So where was I? Right. A part of your job is to read a nice story to the children, like a Christmas-related story. And the thing is, I noticed that you can't do very long stories, with very long being anything exceeding like 5 minutes of reading time, because that is beyond the attention span of especially kindergarten groups, and tomorrow is going to be a job for kindergarten groups. So I have to adapt in that regard, and it's kind of hard to find a story that is short, that is not too religious, because I'm not trying to preach as Santa Claus. That would be kind of, I don't know, hypocritical. And I also don't really want to. I also don't want anything that is too modern and not that festive, in my opinion. So yeah, those were some pretty harsh criteria, and I spent quite a lot of time. I think I spent at least an hour just looking for a story that fit into those criteria. And it wasn't a very fun hour. Let me just say it like that. Because you do grow desperate after a while. And you're willing to take pretty much any story you can get your hands on. Which doesn't actually help that much. Anyway, I found one now. But if you know one, feel free to put a link in the comments. Um, English or German stories would be greatly appreciated. I was also trying to aim for a story that not everybody and their dog already knew, like the story of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or the Christmas Carol, although that would be a bit too long, at least for a group. I have a very fine story about the first Christmas tree, which I usually bring up on Christmas Eve if I'm working as Santa for families, because families are smaller groups. They're able to focus longer, whereas those larger groups are really growing. I don't know. They're growing uneasy quite fast, and then the first kids will be noisy again, and they will distract the others, and it's just going to uh, propagate itself, and eventually you won't really be able to have any or to maintain any attention in the children. So it's better to just pick a shorter story and keep them busy. But again, if you know a story that would be appropriate, feel free to leave it in the links, either the story or just a link to the story if you have that. I will probably look over it and I will thank you and maybe even read the story to you here if I so desire. Maybe I'll do a Christmas special. Who knows? It won't be in my second Let's Play, that's for sure, because that is not very festive. Although knowing myself, I might just do that. Not sure if it went up by now. I rendered it and I did a 25-minute episode, which was a bit long. So I'll probably keep a time on nearby next time. But I have made it, and I'm quite happy I did it. It turned out okay. So just checking my time here. Yeah, it turned out okay. At least I think so. I think the sound was a bit low, but I will try to regulate that in the next episode a bit further. I'll also have to speak a bit louder. I apologize for that. I tried to fix that to some extent after the after recording by toying around with the settings in my rendering software. I hope it helped a bit. I think it did, but I'm not quite sure. But you'll see where I'm going, and you see how it went. I suppose you'll see very soon. I should have sold some mushroom or uh, radish derived products, or maybe some cactus fruit derived products, because I seem to have plenty of those. Then again, we also have a lot of animals starving, so it felt like a good idea to just sell those products and have to butcher more so less starve. It made sense to me back then. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Let's just agree that I'm very poor at protecting animals. No, don't do that. Yikes. What was that supposed to be? Okay. And one over here. And I'd like to have those bottles removed at some point. What are my harlots doing here? Alright, they're probably carrying around ITEs and stuff. Right, because we are still busy hauling those around. Completely forgot about that. So I guess I'll have to remove those two bottles here. Because I do want this wall to be built. That way it's not like we're suffering from a shortage of dirt. I can always dig out some bits of that mountain here, or of any other mountain that's going to be in the way, like this one, which is going to be a male pain in the ass. Okay, why are we keeping that outside the kitchen? That doesn't seem like the most hygienic place to store your food. I won't complain. I think we already talked about baked bananas here. It is kind of bewildering that they are making those from the same bananas as banana bread. It's actually a different kind of banana, and I'm sorry about Skype. I'm really sorry about Skype. Hope it wasn't too loud in the recording. I should have set it to busy. I apologize for that. I usually do it. I forgot it the last few times, but nobody really bugged me there, so it didn't matter. This time I was asking someone for a favor. Pretty much the same I just asked you, because I was getting desperate, and right after I found that story, right after I asked, I kept searching and found that story. After checking at least 100 links, so I suppose you'll see why I was getting desperate. But yeah, that's the story. Also, what kind of roof do I want to put on my blacksmith? I don't want straw, because this doesn't seem like a very smart decision regarding safety. I don't want a broken roof, and I also don't want a bone roof. I already have that. I don't want the wooden roof for the same reason. I don't really want the market roof either. So that leaves us with a purple roof or a blue roof. That seems silly. I suppose I'll go with red again. And hope it will be okay. Yeah, come on. Build me a roof here. Great. So I hope this will be done before the scaffolds decide to decay. And I hope it will be done fast, because now we actually have a very nice situation. We also have to decide on something to use for those. I have to decide on something to use those other colors here, because they are pretty much in the way. Do I have a bin here? Yes. Darn, I was hoping I wouldn't, because then I could just store those colors in here. Also, I'll have to make a bin for those hides, which I would presume are raw materials. Just gonna dump that here, and hope this will do. But more of that in the next episode, because we should have hit the 15-minute mark by now. Yep, there it was. So I'll cut the video here. Probably do one more episode and then I'll call it a day for today. I have to get up pretty darn early tomorrow. I don't really like that. Uh, I'm of the opinion that everything that happens before 8 in the morning doesn't have a reason to exist. But I'm pretty alone with that, especially when it comes to well-paying jobs. Okay, I want this, and actually I want all of that to be stored here. Don't expect any of snake teeth or something in that general direction to be heading our way soon. Although I suppose I should just toss colors in there. Yeah, put some of that here, and we don't need any of that here. Is there any kind of utility I want to place in the atelier? I don't think there is. Anyway, gonna cut the video here. I'll see you all next time. Bye.